And all right. You should be all set, lady.
So I can share screen. Would I see that? Yes, I see. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry, I was opening up my presentation. I'm gonna get it going here. If you can't see my screen, just let me know. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Allison Horton. I live in Youngsville, North Carolina, which is about 30 minutes north of Raleigh. I've been married to my husband, Aaron, 9.5, he'll be 10 years in July. We have 3 boys, 5, 3, and 1. We started homeschooling our oldest this year. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I want to honor everyone's time. For those that, jump on late, they can just kind of pick up where we are starting. So tonight we're going to talk about seasonal threats. Even though I know it's still kind of cold outside right now and we might even get some snow apparently this weekend, we're still going to talk about some seasonal threats. If at all you have questions throughout this presentation, if you could just hold your questions to the end, unless it's just a pressing matter and you want to know the answer right away, feel free to chat or unmute yourself. But if you could just hold all questions to the end, because we might answer your questions as we walk through this presentation. So, seasonal threats. Seasons come and go. As new blossoms emerge, pollen is released into the air. And even though, the nice spring air comes, with that comes the pollen. So allergies become a regular occurrence in the form of itchy, watery eyes, congestion, a runny nose, sneezes and sniffles, coughing, difficulty breathing, and sometimes that dreaded mucus that won't stop running. So we're going to dive into each one of these topics tonight and talk about the natural remedies that are available. So tree, grass, and weed types. Sorry, I can't see. This is not going to work. Hold on, guys. There we go. Okay. Tree, grass, and weed types of pollen are prevalent at different times throughout the year. So because of that, there's a natural, easy, fast, and convenient alternative. doTERRA, I don't know if you know, doTERRA makes what's called Tri-Ease. It is the seasonal blend soft gels. So it contains equal parts lemon, lavender, and peppermint essential oils. They maintain a clear breathing and promote healthy respiratory system and immune response. It's recommended that you take 1 to 2 per day as needed. You get 60 soft gels, so depending on the severity of your allergies, this could last you a month. So it's $22.50 for 60 soft gels. These are really nice to have, and you can take them with you in your purse and on the go. You don't necessarily have to take your oils with you because it has all lemon, lavender, and peppermint together. So it's nice to have. I should also add, there's going to be lots of recipes throughout this presentation, so don't try to scramble and write all of them down. I will somehow figure out how to either post this presentation or post the recipe somehow in the Oily Hippies page. So don't try to scramble and write all of it down because it's going to be a lot of recipes throughout this presentation. So here's some seasonal relief recipes that is very helpful. So as you all know, with essential oils, you don't want to wait until you get in the thick of not being able to breathe, or if you have itchy, watery eyes. You want to prevent yourself from getting to that point. So these are a couple diffuser blends that I like. The one on the left is the Springtime Clean Air Diffuser Blend. It has Purify, Geranium, and Wild Orange. The one on the right is lavender, rosemary, and lemon. So one thing to think about is as you're entering into this allergy season is you want to, for our family, we get up first thing in the morning and we have that diffuser. Every diffuser that we, in all our rooms are going with this allergy blend because you want to prevent yourself, if you can, from even starting the day off with allergy symptoms. So diffusing in the morning, throughout the day, is the best way to keep the allergy symptoms at bay. So I really like this. It's plant sex taking your breath away. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint are here to help. So that's just some, comet relief for allergies. So these are some other oils that are helpful for the seasonal sniffles. There's lemon, lavender, peppermint, melaleuca, purify, and Roman chamomile. You can apply behind the ears, the back of the neck, and the bottoms of the feet. And this is a really good roller blend. This is for a 10 ml roller bottle. You would want to put lavender, Roman chamomile, and 2 drops of peppermint. So 4 drops lavender, 4 drops Roman chamomile, and 2 drops of peppermint. This is a really good blend to have as you leave the house. A different way that you can apply or use the oils is through application. If you're not only diffusing and taking internally, you could apply as well. And as you know, when you apply essential oils, you can apply, depending on the severity of your allergies, every 15 minutes. So a lot of times when you have allergies, you can get that dreaded cough that just will not go away. You'll get that tickle in the throat, and you just can't get it to go away. So these are some really good oils that can help with stopping the cough. Black pepper, eucalyptus, peppermint, rosemary, purify, On Guard, Breathe, and there's also the On Guard and the Breathe cough drops. I'm actually sucking on a Breathe cough drop right now because I've got an itchy, dry throat. So it's really, the cough drops are really good to have on hand as well. If you don't have the cough drops, you could always diffuse these oils. Some of them cannot be taken internally, so you don't want to take them internally. I know eucalyptus cannot be taken internally. So you could diffuse some of these oils to help stop the cough, or you could apply them directly to your chest every 15 to 30 minutes. So here's another good 2 different recipes here for a cough support relief. There's a pantry-made cough syrup. I really like that because it also includes the local honey. Local honey, aside from essential oils, local honey really is good for people that have seasonal allergies throughout the year. You can get local honey in your area. I'm sure there's the farmer's market that could have it. So what you would do is you would have 1 tablespoon of local honey. You would do 1 drop lemon, 1 drop frankincense, 1 drop On Guard, and 1 drop peppermint. So what I usually do is I will put the honey in a spoon, and then I will just do 1 drop of each. And you could take it, in the morning, around lunchtime, and around dinner, as often as you need it. You could probably take it every hour if you needed to, just to help with the cough. There's also a cough relief diffuser blend. You can do 2 drops cedarwood, 2 drops lavender, 1 drop marjoram, and 1 drop of eucalyptus. So you could have that diffusing throughout the day as well. I also like to diffuse. I don't know if you guys have car diffusers or not, but that's another way that you could take your oils with you on the go. Is if you had a car diffuser, you could diffuse these oils with you in the car as well. Because I know a lot of times, when the the nice weather comes and it's warmer. I know for me, I like to pop the windows open in the house, but then the pollen can get into your house as well. And so it's nice to have the diffuser that can help kind of counteract that as well. So another symptom that you have with these allergies is a lot of people get congestion. So there's a list here on the right of oils that can help with congestion. Lemon, as you know, is a natural diuretic, so it's going to help secrete the mucus. So that's going to help to alleviate the congestion. There's also Breathe, cardamom, fennel, clary sage, basil, thyme, oregano, sandalwood, and eucalyptus. Use caution when you use oregano because oregano is considered a hot oil, so you want to make sure that when you're applying oregano, you are using carrier oil with that. And with all the oils, when you're applying them, make sure that you do use a carrier oil because it helps the essential oil absorb into the skin better, and it's going to help your essential oil go further. So you can do a combination of these oils to help alleviate the congestion. And we'll have some recipes on the next page as well. So this is a homemade decongestant rub. I really like this. It's got 1/4 cup organic coconut oil, 1/4 cup shea butter, a tablespoon of beeswax, and 10 drops of Breathe. It's really not hard to make. I remember when I first made it, I was a little overwhelmed with making my homemade decongestant, but it's really easy to make. You just basically mix all the ingredients on the saucepan. You stir constantly until they're completely melted. You want to make sure and add the essential oil at the end. So you mix all the ingredients together except the essential oil. You take it off the heat and let it cool for 10 minutes. And then you pour the mixture into a glass container with a lid. And then you add your essential oils and stir. You can let it sit for 60 minutes, or if you're really wanting to get it, put together faster, you can pop it in the refrigerator and let it sit for 20 minutes until it gets hard. But you can apply this to your chest or neck as needed. Some people will put it on the bottoms of their feet before they go to bed. And for small children, you can cut the recipe in half and you can apply it to their feet and their spine. And you can apply every 15 to 30 minutes as you need for decongestant. So a lot of times another symptom that we get with the allergies this time of year is a nose that keeps running and running and running. I know a couple of my kids today and yesterday have had noses that just will not stop running. A little trick that we do with the kids, and you can do it for yourself, is if you put lavender on the tip of your nose. You put lavender on the tip of your nose, and it will help your runny nose to not run as much. Other oils that can help are rosemary, lemon, lime, On Guard, Breathe, and Douglas fir. So these oils promote feelings of clear airways and easy breathing. So you could apply them along your sinuses, along your cavities, the end of your nose. You could also apply it to your chest, but you want to think if you're having a nose that's running, you kind of want to apply the oils on your nose or around your nose. So any of this combination of oils would be really good oils that could help with that nose that just won't stop running. So these are a couple of blends too for runny noses. The top one is a roller bottle blend. It has 7 drops of lavender, 7 drops of lemon, and 5 drops of melaleuca. You would just fill the rest of the 10 ml. This is for a 10 ml roller bottle, so that's going to be the bigger roller bottle. You would just fill that up, the rest of it with carrier oil. And then the one at the bottom is called the Runny Nose Relief Inhaler. So I'm not sure if you're familiar or not, but they make inhalers. They're about this big. If you go on Amazon and enter inhaler, it will pop up. And so what it is it has this little, I don't know what kind of inside of it is, but you're going to pop it out. And inside is where you're going to want to add the essential oils. So you would do 4 drops of eucalyptus, 4 drops of lemon, and 2 drops of rosemary. My husband is bringing me one that I have recently made. Thank you. So this is, not sure if y'all can see this. Sorry. So this is a inhaler. And so you pop it open and then, gracious, it's in there. There's a you can pop this bottom part off, I think, in the, I'm not sure what that is, but in there you can pop it out, and that's where you would put the essential oils, and you basically would just inhale it. I think this is actually what that one is, the eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary. Yes. And so you would just inhale it. So these are really nice to have on the go. You can stick them in your purse. You can pre-make them. They last for a while. I've made this one, I think, at Christmas, and it still smells pretty strong of the oils. So they last a really long time. So that's another, option you can have to get that nose to stop running or the congestion that you have going on. Itchy eyes. It's a little drastic picture, but some people get really bad itchy eyes around this time of year. Just the redness, the watering, just not comfortable. And so there's, I listed some oils here on the right-hand side that can help with the itchy, watery eyes. There's wild orange, DDR prime, zendocrine, helichrysum, peppermint, frankincense, lavender, eucalyptus, cypress, and melaleuca. So when you're dealing with itchy eyes, you want to make sure that you never put essential oils in the eyes. You want to apply around the eye socket. So you would want to go around your eyes. You could apply to the bottom of the feet, thumbs, and the back of the neck. You're going to get the most relief is if you actually apply your essential oils around the eye socket. You can apply every 15 to 30 minutes until the symptoms relief, go away. So you can do any combination of these oils. I would recommend trying one or two together first to see what works for you. And if that one doesn't work, because we know that essential oils, not the same oils, work for every person. So just try a different combination of oils to see what works for you. I know for me personally, frankincense and melaleuca works really well when I have itchy, watery eyes. Here's another seasonal eye support roller blend. So you would put all these oils in a roller bottle and you could apply them around the eyes as well. There's breathe, frankincense, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. As you'll see throughout this presentation, lemon, lavender, and peppermint is I call that the allergy blend. It's a really great blend of oils to have for allergies, any kind of allergies this time of year. We will diffuse those oils when we first wake up in the morning. That's just a really great combination to have. So along with the dry, itchy eyes, you could have a dry, itchy throat, which can be very irritating, if you work in an office or talk to people a lot and you just have that dry, itchy throat. It's just very uncomfortable. So there's, again, the oils on the left. There's melaleuca, on guard, oregano, sandalwood, lime, bergamot, geranium, ginger, cinnamon, myrrh, and then there's the On Guard throat drops. And so when you're thinking about a dry, itchy throat, you would want to apply these oils to the throat. You would put them with the carrier oil and then apply it to the throat. You could also gargle On Guard, the oil, in about, I think I do 4 ounces of water to 1 to 2 drops of On Guard. And you could gargle that to kind of help relieve the dry, itchy throat. Ginger is really good if you can. I like the taste of ginger. I know some people think it's kind of strong, but if you can put ginger in a glass of water and drink it, or you can put it with honey, that could get a lot of relief for the dry, itchy throat. Cinnamon is considered a hot oil, so just be careful and use caution, and oregano when you're using those two. You could also do the same with those. That would be really strong. I know someone that likes to put it in their water, but that's a really strong flavor. So whatever floats your boat, I guess. So here are some recipes, again, for, the dry, itchy throat. The drink of relief is up there at the top. I kind of already hit on that. It has just water, honey, vinegar, a toothpick swirl of cinnamon, and a toothpick swirl of ginger. So when I say toothpick swirl, you don't want to put a whole drop of essential oil in there. You basically take a toothpick and stick it in your essential oil, or put a drop on the toothpick, and then you swirl it in your liquid. You're not going to want to put the whole drop in there. It's going to be too strong. So you could just basically swirl it in your water. There's also a throat comfort spray. You're just going to use it. Remember, when you use essential oils, you want to make sure you use glass spray bottles. So when you're making these recipes, make sure you use a glass spray bottle. So you're going to do On Guard, lemon, and peppermint in a glass spray bottle, and you can just put water in there and mix that with water. There's also a throat gargle recipe, lemon, On Guard, and melaleuca. So you can put 1 drop of each in about 4 to 8 ounces, depending on how much water you want to do. And you can just gargle. And I know it sounds gross, but when I gargle these oils, I will gargle it, and you could either spit it back into the cup or you could spit it into the sink, probably spit it into the sink. You probably want to spit it into the sink and then gargle. You could probably gargle every 15 minutes if you needed to. So a lot of people get scratchy skin with allergies. When people get allergies outside, it manifests itself in different forms, and it's different for every person. So I listed some oils here on the right that are really good for dry, itchy skin. There's basil, melaleuca. Melaleuca is really good for the skin. Frankincense, Roman chamomile, peppermint, lavender, rosemary, purify. And doTERRA also makes what's called a Correct-X, and I'm going to go into detail on that on the next slide. But these are all really good oils that you could help relieve that dry, itchy skin. So I don't know if you know or not, but doTERRA makes what's called Correct-X. It is a pre-made, all-natural, petroleum and preservative-free. It helps to smooth or soothe and purify the skin. It creates a moisture barrier. It's basically, oh my gracious, it's like Neosporin, but it doesn't have all the junk in it, so it's going to be good for you. So it absorbs quickly, gentle, and it's non-irritating. So there's some other things that are in there besides the oils. As you can see, it has melaleuca, cedarwood, lavender, frankincense, and helichrysum. Those are all really good for the skin. So, if you have dry, itchy skin, Correct-X is really going to help with that. It really takes the itchiness away. There's also, I'm probably like butchering these words, but bisabolol is known for its calming effects and ability to promote healthy looking skin. There's jojoba, which provides optimal hydration, helps to improve skin texture. And then there's philodendron bark. I won't say that A word because I don't know how to pronounce it. It's extract, which is used to condition the skin. So this combination of oil, the combination that doTERRA has put together with this Correct-X really does help with that dry, itchy skin. It's also really good for burns and stuff too. But if you have dry, itchy skin, a little goes a long way, and the Correct-X could really help with that as well. So, to get the comfortable skin, there's a couple of things you could do besides using a lotion. You could take an Epsom salt bath and put 15 to 20 drops of Roman chamomile with the Epsom salt. So you want to mix the Epsom salts with the oil, because if you put oil straight into the bathtub, oil and water don't mix. And so you're not going to really get the effects of the essential oil if you just put them straight into the bathtub. So you want to make sure you mix them with the Epsom salts. And you can do 1 cup of Epsom salts to 15 to 20 drops of Roman chamomile. And you could that would really help to soothe your skin. Also put on here, and I did not write the whole recipe because it is really long, and I think it might be in the Oily Hippies file page. If it's not there, I know it's in the olive oil, but I can post it in the Oily Hippie so you can have the recipe. It's the skin soothing salve recipe, and it has frankincense, lavender, melaleuca, thyme, and geranium essential oils in it, but it also has, there's beeswax, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. It makes about 8 ounces, and it really does help with that dry, itchy skin. 2 of my kids have really bad eczema, and we get a lot of relief with using the soothing salve recipe. It really does help with the itching and stuff. So here's a nice little Mimi. Is it Mimi? I don't know how you pronounce it. So this little bug says, excited for spring? LOL, me too, bro. That's one of the bad things that come with the nice weather is the dreaded mosquitoes and bugs and flies. I'm not looking forward to the flies that are coming because we have awful flies in our backyard, and they always get into our house. And so here are some oils that are really good to help keep the bugs away, for them to bug off. There's lemongrass, melaleuca, peppermint, arbor vitae, lavender, cedarwood, eucalyptus, Hawaiian sandalwood, and doTERRA makes a Terra Shield, which is a combination. It's a blend of oils that can help keep the bugs away. So I wanted to post this information about the Terra Shield because it lists the different the ingredients of the blend. So it comes in, you can buy it in a 15 ml bottle, and it also comes in the spray, so you have it pre-made. It has ylang ylang flower, Nootka wood oil, cedarwood oil, catnip, lemon eucalyptus, Litsa fruit, arbor vitae wood, essential oils, and vanilla bean. It's based in a fractionated coconut oil. And so it really does help keep the bugs away. You could make your own as well. I've made our own in the past. It's just really nice. Sometimes we don't have time to make it. The Terra Shield blend is just nice to have with you. And it's nice that they're natural alternatives because really in the spring, those bugs, in the summertime really too, those bugs come out, and it is just a pain. I hate going outside. So this makes it nice. And it says there it can be used safely by everyone in the family. So you can use these on your kids as well. So there's also, so if you get bit by bugs or mosquitoes, these are some oils that you can use for bug bites and stings. For pesky bites, there's arbor vitae, basil, frankincense, lavender, patchouli, Roman chamomile, ylang ylang, and purify. And for stings, you can use basil, clove. You want to make sure you dilute the clove because clove is considered a hot oil. So it will burn the skin. Lavender, lemon, melaleuca, Roman chamomile, thyme, and purify. Another thing you could do to keep away flies, this is just another side note, is you could take patchouli and put it on a cotton ball and put the cotton balls on, if you're like at a birthday party or whatever, you could put the cotton balls on a table with the patchouli, and the patchouli helps to keep flies away. So that's really nice. So I think that is the end of my presentation. Yeah, does anybody, if you want to unmute yourself, it was really only 30 minutes. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions. But that is all I have for you guys. I hope that it was helpful information.
Allison?
Yes.
This is Deborah Carstetter. Is there anything for itchy scalp with allergies? I have a problem with my scalp itching and getting sore with allergies.
Yes, you could do, there's a couple things you could do. You could try melaleuca. You could also try lavender. And what you could do, I will sometimes put like 1 drop in with my shampoo, and I will wash my hair that way. Or you could also, before you went to bed at night, you could make a spray bottle and spray it on your scalp as well. I find I get a lot of relief from putting it in my shampoo and washing my hair and just kind of letting it sit there for 5 or so minutes and then rinsing it out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. There's a chat. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Hey, it's Stephanie.
Hey.
Hey, friend. Is this presentation going to be available somewhere else besides right here, right now? Like, is it emailed out or does it live somewhere that we could just go and reference it?
Yeah, I'm going to figure out, like, as far as all the information, we'll figure out how to either upload it or I know the video itself is going to be recorded.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just taking notes fast and furious, but I'm sure I didn't get everything. So.
Well, no, and I know there's a lot of recipes, and so we'll figure out a way to get the recipes up and stuff.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, we can post it or do something. Yeah.
And Stephanie, this is Tracy. The video is recorded, or the presentation is recorded, and then we always upload it up to the Oily Hippies usage group, usually the day after. So you'll definitely have the this whole presentation to re-reference later, even if we can't quite figure out how to get it uploaded to the actual presentation itself. You'll have this video to re-reference.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Allison, I was going to mention too that I recently was struggling with a cough that was very persistent and dry, like an allergy type cough. And I was given the suggestion of using cilantro, about 4 drops of cilantro in an empty veggie capsule.
Really?
And it was remarkable how much it helped. So for those of you who got cilantro and cardamom for the BOGO day, and if you get a cough with your allergies, try cilantro.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. People are asking where to get the Oily Hippie info. I guess if they're not on Facebook.
The Oily Hippos.
That's what it's.
Okay. I am not, if people aren't on Facebook, you can, I always upload these to my YouTube channel, and then I upload them I post the YouTube link to Facebook. So you can always go to the YouTube page and look there, the Oily Doc YouTube page. But if you are on Facebook, you should definitely be in the Oily Hippies group, because all of us kind of filter into that group. It's our whole team's kind of one main filtering hub, and there's just so many like acres of diamonds of great information in there. So talk to whoever invited you to this webinar. If you don't know what the Oily Hippies group is, talk to them, and they will tell you how to get into that group, because you definitely want to be in there if you have a Facebook account.
Right. Because you do text alerts too. I mean, I got a reminder about tonight's webinar, which was nice. Yeah. Does anyone else have any other questions?
You did great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Allison, if nobody else has any questions, we'll stop the recording and we will hop off. And if you think of any questions after the fact, once we've hopped off of Zoom, you can always message Allison and ask her, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you again, Allison.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.